welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic week and weekend. Well, if you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And turn on those notification bells so you never miss another video from yours truly. In today's video, I am taking a look back at the first part of my tips for adding rooms onto your home series. Yes. In this part, I am looking at the foundation and how it is all done. Yes. So, if you're looking forward to that today, I have just the thing for you. Yes. So, I'll be back after the next couple of clips with today's trivia question. See you guys in a minute.
Right there, buddy. I'm ready if you're ready. Marty, if you're ready. I'm ready. Ready?
So, in today's video, I am going to start my home renovation tips series, This series is about adding more square footage to your home. Yes, what we call an addition. So, it is time to get started with this informational video. Yes. So, let's get started. So the day comes that you start digging for your foundation, whether that be a crawl space or a full basement. You want to start the digging process for the foundation by digging up the dirt. Yes. And the machinery that they use to dig up the dirt for your foundation is really cool. Yeah. You just never know when you start adding on an addition to your house. Yes. So, the digging up the foundation process begins by removing the dirt in the area that you want to put your foundation. Yes. I apologize about the noise in the background. Our project is getting started today, so it's all good. Yes. I love a good renovation project. Yes. So, you need to think about where you're putting your addition to your home. Then, you need to figure out where you're going to dig. There's many different ways you can do it. You can use spray paint. You can use chalk lines. Or even strings or posts. Yeah. There's so many ways to start digging for your foundation, to your add-on that you're putting on your home. Yes. And it also depends on what size of the piece that you're putting on your home is. Yes. And you want to be on the lookout for problems as well. Yes. But the process is pretty simple. They dig up the dirt once they get it marked, and then you're all ready to go for your foundation. Yes. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Yes. So today, I'm going to talk about part 2 of my top tips for adding rooms onto your home. So now that you have dug out where you want to put your foundation, it is time to start the steps needed for the next step of your foundation. That is the footings and the walls. So they come to start to do the footings first. Yes, you have to do those first. They pour the footings, and then for a few days after that, they let them set up and dry. Yes. And concrete has to cure for a few days in between the important steps of putting in a new foundation. So once that is done and completed, they come and form up the walls. Yes. They had to put the forms in the footings too, to help the concrete set up. Then they take those off, and they put the forms for the next part, which is the walls. Yes. And you can kind of see your addition taking shape with this next very important step. So once the forms are set up and ready for the next step, which is the pouring of the concrete for the walls. So they pour concrete into the forms for the walls. Yes. And now it has to set up. Then it'll come a few days from now and take the forms off so the concrete can finish curing for the walls. Yes. These are very important steps that you need to take when putting in a foundation for your addition. Yes. After all, you're going to be putting things into your crawl space, right? Like heating and ventilation system. Yes. I couldn't agree more. Like I said, these are all important steps. So once the concrete for the walls of your foundation is dry, they'll come and do the outside work, which would be your weeping tile, and then they will put the dirt back. Yes. It'll look like a yard again. So that is how a foundation is done. Yes. There's many more steps that we'll be going over each week until we are finished of the addition. Yes. In today's episode of my tips for adding rooms onto your home, Today we're going to talk about finishing up the basement part of your new addition. So we first started off with pouring the concrete for the footings. Then we poured once the footings were dry, we poured for the walls. And then after that, a foundation coating below ground that you won't see gets put on. Yes. And then there's the final steps. Yes. For those of you putting in a crawl space, it's a gravel bed that they put down. Yes. And then, of course, there's also the weeping tile. Yes. Weeping tile is what goes around the outside of your foundation walls to keep the water away from your home. Because that is one thing you don't want, is to have water on your foundation. Yes. So, or in your basement, I should say. So, adding the weeping tiles is the next step. And then once they're done, it is time for the soil to go back on. On the outside perimeter of your crawl space basement. Yes. I have to agree. These are all great tips and steps that you have to put together to get your project going. Yes. So today they came and poured the stone that goes in the crawl space itself. And they put in the weeping tile. And they put the dirt back over the weeping tile. Yes. So, and the next steps are to start the building of your addition. Once you have all of that outside work done. Yes. So, that completes your outside basement, crawl space, foundation, footings. The footings are the supports for under the basement. Yes. And if you pour them right, your addition will never sink or move or separate from the house. Do it wrong, and those three things I just mentioned will happen. So, once the footings were installed, it was time to get to the next steps. Yes. Of pouring the walls. And then, here comes the gravel and the weeping tile. And the dirt that goes above the weeping tiles is put back. Yes. I have to agree. This process has been great so far, and I'm looking forward to the next steps. In the next clip, I have some videos and pictures from what they did today to help us out with our addition. So, stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. the answer to last week's trivia question of how many seasons of American Idol has Katy Perry been a part of? Your answer is B, 7 seasons. Here is this week's trivia question, and it is, what year were the new King and Queen of Denmark married? Your options are A, 2005, B, 2010, C, 2004, or D, 2012. And I'll reveal the answer next week. Well, I hope that everyone has loved today's recap of my tips for adding rooms onto your home series, the foundation. Yes. And what that's all about. So, that's what today's video was about. Yes. So if you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And turn on those notification bells so you never miss another video from yours truly. You guys are awesome, wonderful, and lovely, and I can't wait to see you next week. Until then, so long. Bye.